Hello. This is Dorothy at Done by Dorothy, and we are here today. We're working on our Kindred Spirit Journal and having a blast doing it. And today we're actually going to be working on envelopes. I've sort of been just showing this one, but I actually have two signatures. This is the one that I've been working on film or on screen because I keep, just doubling up with the other one. So we're actually going to work with two today because the other two I'll finish for the other one. And I've just sprayed my CD envelope down with antique linen. It did, show where they put the tape to hold it, but that doesn't bother me because we're going to cover it up anyway. And then, if I can get this, okay. And then I have sprayed my large envelope, which I want to use for pockets, down with vintage photo. The first thing I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to fold it because I know I want to use it in my journal, which means I'm going to have to sew it in there somewhere unless I wanted to lay it this way. If you wanted to use it long, you could. I actually want to put mine in the seam so it creates two pockets. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to grab my scissors because I've got some work to do. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to leave it as, nope. I'm going to glue it down. I want to turn my envelope into two pockets. So I'm just going to glue it down. Yes, I could have licked that, but I'm not licking that after I sprayed it. It'd be one thing if I hadn't sprayed it down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we fold it. I'm going to take my scissors and cut off this tiny little edge here at the top. So now we have two pockets. Okay, and then squish this around so my glue gets everywhere. Okay, we have two pockets. So I know right away that I want to cover this here. So one thing that I did do is I printed the pages off and these I even did double-sided in case I wanted to, use them inside an envelope as a journal card or something like that. These I did not. So I printed them off in small scale, and then some not so small, and then some teeny tiny scale, in case I wanted to use like a whole page. So, I think I want to, let's see, what do I want to put across there? We'll use this. I love this page. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I know. There we go. Now, remember, we have our fold. So we're actually working on two individual pages. You can make it one. I like doing them separate. That's just me. So I'm going to put this pink in the top. Yep, I don't want to measure, so using that. Then I'm going to go just a hair to the left. Will that work? Yep, it'll be just a bit over, but we're going to put some stuff on there, so that's not a problem. And then let's take this one this way. I'm going to call it roughly there. Okay. There we go. I'm going to sort of rip that off a little bit because I like the grungy look like that. Okay, then I'm going to ink up my edges just so they don't look all raw and torn like I just ripped them, even though I did. But, we like that looking old and shabby. Okay, we're going to ink this up. Okay, I'm going to grab my glue. We're just going to glue this down. Nothing to it. There we go. I would love if you guys are working on, if you're working on a Kindred Spirit journal, make sure you share your pictures in the group. Because I know other people would love to see different ideas you do, things like that you give for inspiration. People would love it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Have that. Now I want to put something across the bottom. What do we want across the bottom? I mean, technically, you could use that for the inside, just to journal on. And we could run some lace down through here. That might be cute. Have lace on the bottom. But I think I want to put some kind of image on there. Or maybe some butterflies. I have some fussy cut butterflies. Let me find my butterflies and my little scissors. Yeah, we could do butterflies. That'd be cute. I love butterflies. Okay. And again, I'm just going to rough cut around them. I'm not going to do a true fussy cut, just sort of rough. That'll work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let's see. This will be showing on Monday. So I hope you're having a great Monday. And I'm just sort of mirroring these. They're going to be different pages, so it doesn't really bother me. I may have one look one way and one, the butterfly is flying the other way, and I think I'm going to put one on each side. Just add a little bit more. But I hope you guys are enjoying the Kindred Spirit journal we're working on. I love Anna Green Gables. This kit has brought me so much joy. Joy beyond belief. I may pull out my set of Anna Green Gable books. That's what we should have done. We should have had a read it aloud night. Then we could have read Anna Green Gables together. That would have been so fun. And again, I'm just roughly inking the edges. I hope everybody has been enjoying their summer so far. I know it was ungodly hot here over the weekend. I think it was up close to the 90s, which is really hot here in the Midwest for us anyway, in our area. Yeah, I think I'll put this one here and this one down here, and this one I'll put down here. Let's just do a roller coaster style, and that one I can put up there. And that'll still give me plenty of room to journal. Not a lot, very basic, but still so cute. I'll put that right in the middle, right like that. Hope you guys, if you're in the Facebook group, I hope you're enjoying the swaps and things going on. Lots of swaps and all of that. Again, if you're enjoying this series or this channel, make sure you like, comment, and let me know what's going on. If you're enjoying it, if there's something you'd like to see, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. we will be having our Wednesday Wing Ding at 8:30 Eastern. Right here. So make sure you come join us for that. We'll actually be working on clusters this week. We're doing clusters. Maybe fabric can't talk. Fabric clusters and paper clusters. There we go. So that's not too bad. I think it's cute. Okay, let's run to the other side. What do we want to do on the other side? I think this other side, I want to do a strip of lace down the middle. You know, if there's something you'd like to see, let us know. My Fabri-Tac's getting close to the end, I can tell, because it's acting silly. I'm just sort of trying to go down the center, and then I can drop it in the center up here in a minute. See, I'm going to leave just a little bit on the edge. I can trim that little edge off. Just a little lace. Trim it up here. Oh, well, I hadn't used these little scissors on lace yet. They actually cut it quite nicely. And these are the little detail scissors from the Dollar Tree. So that's quite surprising. There's that one. Let me fold it and make sure everything's still. Yep. So you have the little piece of lace down the middle. Sort of hard to see, but once we ink and stuff, it should. Okay. Let's see what. I thought about using this, but I think I want a fussy cut. Well, I don't know. That would look sort of cute just by itself. I'll use my bigger scissors because they cut faster. It doesn't take as long. So, y'all know I like my ripped edges. So I'm trying to go right around the edge here. Because I don't want to take too much off. But then again, I don't leave too much on. And then right along the bottom, I need the teeny tiniest bit. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Ink up around my edges. There's that. I want something else up in here. I'm thinking some of this text right here would look really cool in the corner. So let's. And pretty soon we'll be putting our signatures together. And then we'll build our cover. Let's see. I'm going to put that right over in the corner. Even though I have that lace there, I'm going to just sort of lay that over top the lace. And if I seem like I'm losing my voice, I apologize. It's allergy season, and everything with all the virus and all that stuff, it's just hard to sometimes. My throat just doesn't want to stay with me. I love the fact that it has Matthew Cuthbert in the corner. And then I'm going to put this right here. And maybe something over here in this corner. Let's see what we have left. Oh, I have this from earlier that we just did off the front. So let's go ahead and use it since we've got it. Don't want to waste nothing. All the scraps are good for something. think I need to change my sponge again for my inker. Something I do not like about them is the way that they shed. And yeah, just a few scraps, a little piece of lace. And tilt this a little bit because, you know, there's that one, that side. I love that. That looks really good. Okay, and then on this side, I actually think okay, let's do this way. I love this little figure. Okay, so I'm not going to ink the bottom because I'll probably end up tearing it off because I think it's going to be too long. Well, I mean, I know it's going to be too long. It's just figuring out what I want to keep. But I know I want to keep the top because it goes right around her hat. So I know I need to keep that. So okay, basically tear the flowers off the bottom is what we need to do. Which is fine. We'll use those in just a second because I do like the flowers. So I'm going to ink the flowers up as well. Okay, put some glue on here. We'll put the flowers underneath. And I'm going to put them right over to the edge of the page, right like that. And we're just going to layer this right over top of that. Do you I wanted to ask too, and I'll ask this and you guys can just sort of respond back and I'll, you know, read everybody's comments. So make sure you comment. If you have an opinion about this, make sure you comment. Don't not comment and then if a decision's made, you're like, oh, well, I really liked blah, 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 but you didn't vote. So make sure you comment. I'll see, I may be able to do a poll. I think I can do a poll in the, let me check real fast. I think it will allow me in the community group to do a poll. Maybe. Yes, it will allow me to do a poll. I will put a poll in the community group across the community page. So if you go up to the top of the page where it has videos, playlists, there'll be a tab that says community at the top. Click on the community. There's going to be a poll there. I'll put it up before I put this video up. Make sure you vote on there and let me know if these like journal alongs that we do every month, if it's something you guys like, or would you rather have individual videos that show, you know, how to build an envelope or how to do this, you know, not so, or smaller projects. If you would rather, instead of doing just one big journal, if you'd rather have, you know, several smaller projects, and just let me know. So we will have, ephemera tutorials, the journal alongs, which is what we're doing now, or smaller projects. And you can vote on there. If you would like, you know, a mixture, then comment below this video and let us know. Okay, so there is our envelope. So let's, oh, that looks like a good page to me. That didn't take long, did it? Well, nope, I want to put it right here. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. So we have our top envelope, which makes it a pocket. So we've got this on this side. Flip it over, and we've got the butterflies. Nice, right? Looks good. On this side, we've got the butterflies. Flip it over, and we've got the book. So I really like that. I like that in there. Okay. We've got that. Now we're going to move on to our CD envelope. Now I know I'm going to use this window here, so I'm going to rough it up around the outside edges because I don't like the things to look new. I don't mind, you know, a little bit, but mostly I like it. The torn look better. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up because I know I'm going to use this. I have a special place for this. Okay. Okay, so I definitely know on the back that I would like to do this photo, but I love the fact that this sort of looks like a Polaroid. So I'm going to cut this right up through here. Let me cut it with my paper cutter real fast, just so it's nice and even. There we go. So that's like a Polaroid, and I like that. I'm actually going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want this to be over a page? Yes, I want it over a page. No, maybe not. Or do I want it sideways? I think I want it sideways like this. I'm going to set this to the side because I love how it has that Polaroid look. And I'm going to find yeah, I think this will work. I want to cut this out right around the brown so it looks sort of like a frame because it is a frame. Okay. I love this picture with Anne and Diana. Okay, so let's turn on the back here. See what we're going to put over here. And I'm going to rip that. And start with this in the corner over here. I'm going to rip something across the bottom because, oh, and I'll keep that. Because it's the text and I love how the text looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up around my corners, on my edges. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on there and go ahead and glue it down and have it done and out of the way. It's the easiest way to do it. Just do it and get it done. Okay, so, and I'm trying to use up, you know, scraps of this leftover, and I had printed out all these small ones. And I've used some of them, but not all of them. So these little ones I'm tearing up are the ones I haven't used. Are the ones I'm cutting up. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink this. Or glue it, sorry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down here. And we're going to continue on with this using different pages. I'm going to use some glue. And just sort of Franken-page the page together. We're just going to collage it so it's covered. And if I have some that hangs over, I'm not worried about that. Let's see what other colors we have here. Let's use some of this pink out of the middle of this page. So this is just some of the straight pink, the solid pink. And that'll go right there. That'll fit perfect. Woohoo! Let's try to scoot this all the way over so it covers that. There we go. We got this little part right here. So yeah, let's do that. Then we'll do a little piece at the bottom. Actually gonna put it that way. Just it that way. Let's keep layering it up. We've got one more piece down here to go. We have, let's see, I know we've got ink it up. Another piece of that sort of greenish, pinkish, but it has its own little color. So there's our little collaged page. Make sure you're open and not in that one little spot there that doesn't have anything. So put some glue on here and put that right like that. There we go. Let's go ahead and ink up around the edges of this. Even though I inked all these individually, it looks better, I think, if you ink them together. I think it looks more uniform. And plus, that'll give me a chance if I need to trim anything off. Like this little bitty one over here, I don't care for because it's straight. If it was ripped, it wouldn't bother me, but I don't like it on there straight. Okay. So there's that. And we know we're going to put it on sideways. So this is going to be our little flap here. So I want to cover my little flap. What do I want to cover my little flap with? Let's use the blue because I have this piece of blue sitting here. So let me just, and I'm going to ink it up here in a minute after I tear it off. Because I'm going to use a bigger piece and then just there we go. We can use our scissors and go right around the lip, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make sure it's straight right along the edge of my flap. And then once it gets up here to where it starts rounding at the corner, then I'm just going to rip it and create more of like a extended flap, I guess is the word. Okay, now this will be underneath, but it will be showing. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put something, let's use a little pink strip. It'll look really cute. And we're just going to put that across there just to sort of cover up that divide and give it a little color. And this is our inside flap, so you only see it when you open the pocket to get inside. Okay. Let me ink this little side up here. And then I'll just go down through, drop some glue right there on my little, where they meet up. And I'm just going to put this over it just to cover that so you can't tell really that, you know, with the ink, you really don't see a difference. And again, kind of trim. So there is our inside flap. They were outside out here, and already inked my little window up because I thought this would be really cute. It could just sort of stick out over the side. I like that. I know everybody has their own taste, but it'll be laying flat, and I'm going to put a paper clip to hold it in, and that'll, you know, if I'm using that on a blank side of a page, that's going to add, you know, a nice little bit on the side. Okay, so rolling this way. I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to fussy cut Anna and Anna out here. And again, I'm not going right up to the edge. I'm just sort of roughly going around the edge. It's really hard to fussy cut on the screen because it's hard to see around everything. There we go. I love that picture. That's so cute. So when did you, if you are an Anne of Green Gables fan, first come in contact with Anne and Diana and their wonderful story? I was about 8 years old. No, 9 years old. And let's see, my birthday's in December, so I didn't start school till I was 6. So I would have been in here for a second, about second, third grade. But I was always a very avid reader and have always loved reading. Worked in the library when I was in school. I was one of those nerdy kids, you guys. See, I love that. I think that's so cute. And again, you know, that'll be on the inside, so we still have this outside to do. And so I'm going to start finding these scraps that I've tore off and one at a time ink them up and add them. But yeah, so I worked in the school library and always loved to read from early on. My mom is a massive reader. She loves to read anything and everything she can get her hands on just as much as I do. So I think I got that from her. And my one daughter loves to read, has always loved to read since she learned how. And you will just smoke through books at a time. And it's like, every once in a while it's like aggravating. It's like, wow, really? We got to go get more books? You're already done? It's hilarious. But, you know, I love when kids love to read. So, yeah. So I, you know, was introduced to Anne early on. And then, of course, when the movie came out in the 80s with Megan Follows, I was a lifelong fan at that point. I am a huge fan of Megan Follows in everything that she's in. I just love her to death. I think she does such a good job, and she plays her characters so well. She puts a lot of thought and time and effort into it, and you can tell because she's just an excellent actor. And I love Jonathan as Gilbert, and have watched the Anne with an E on Netflix, but it's okay. It's not exactly my favorite. I'm, like I said, a diehard Megan Follows fan, so I do tend to like that version a little better, but I do like Anne with an E. It's okay. It was different. And then, of course, you know, the books are even a little bit different from all of those. Although Kevin Sullivan did an excellent job, I think, doing the... No. No. My butterfly's upside down, guys. Can't fit it there if the butterfly's upside down. I'm just going to let that hang over the side. That's fine. wipe the glue off my acetate while I got a chance. There we go. Let's see. And I'm just tearing these off, just oddball little piece at a time. Let's see. But yeah, so that's my passion. So I want to do well, I'm just chatting along while I'm just Mod Podging this together, guys. So it's really hard to go, oh, I'm picking this because of, I'm just literally randomly picking these and going, this looks good here. It's literally what I'm doing. On the fly collage. But, you know, I'd love to do an Outlander one. Of course, I love that. But, I don't know. There's a lot of different ones that, different shows and stories that I like. But I really like, you know, I would love to do a Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman one. I've thought about doing that. I have another piece down here. Let's do some of our blue since we already have some of it ripped up here. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things I've thought about doing. Sort of think and sail along. Okay, let's see. This here. I'm going to put that right over top there. That's perfectly fine. I don't even care that it comes across here. That's perfectly fine. Let's see. What do we have? Let's do some just regular solid pink again. And I like covering up every bit of the original. So like even this little edge through here, I'll have to cover that up because I don't like any of it showing. See this little bitty triangle over here. Teeny tiny triangle in the corner. That, let's see. I don't have any of this. So yeah, diehard Megan fan. Diehard Anna Green Gables fan. I have all of the books and the Christmas books and the journal and the originals and the 100th anniversary edition one, and I love when you pile these all up the way that they look. I don't have any of this. And yeah, so you know, have the storybook, and I have all the landscapes that tell you where all of them took place, and I just big fan. So I fell in love with the whole Kindred Spirits kit, and Carol does some amazing work. Yeah, I'm gonna randomly pick up a little piece of scrap and use it, guys, just because I have some little spots that I need to cover. Nothing that's really large, just enough to put something on there. Then let me rip the top of this. Side. There we go. Let's see, we've got this little corner right here around the edge. Hold on, I'm looking, guys. We'll find something to go in there. Nope, we'll just tear that off and do that. That too shall work. I love doing, you know, like the collage CDs or the envelopes like this. I think they're so fun. There we go. We got one little corner there. Because I don't like any, and you probably can't even, you may not even notice that little corner there, but I can see it. There we go. So there is our collaged CD pocket. So back in the front. So I need to put something in there that I want to see through there. So thought about doing the book. Let me cut it with a paper cutter. Yep. Now I'm going to glue this inside. And make sure I have my window covered. Inside so you can see it, but you will still be able to put stuff in front of it inside. So I have to make sure I remember to turn it upside down. And I'm going to put just the tiniest amount of glue around the outside edges because it's not going to take a lot. Just that teeny tiny little line is enough. Okay. Now I have to put it upside down because I'm going to pocket upside down when I flip it over. And the ear. Try to get it in there without it sticking or smearing across the acetate, which it's already doing. Now do remember this dries clear, so if you do get it in there, you probably won't be able to tell. It's just more about the fact of knowing. And this is not out of cardstock, which doesn't help. Hold on, guys. I have to do this off camera because I can't get it wiggled in there. I'm trying. Okay. Let me go in here and try to put some more glue along this edge where it's stuck. Then it slid too far. There we go. Like I said, the glue will dry clear, so it'll have the little book in the background. And then, for example, let's see, these are our inserts. They will slide in, and that'll be covered. But you'll still have your space, your pocket to put things in. Which I could have glued this to the back, but I sort of wanted it in the front because I want to make sure. I love the fact that it focuses on the Anna Green Gables. Okay, so let me pull this out. Over here, let's figure out where we'll put it. I'm going to grab a green paper clip for right now. Let's see. Okay, that goes that way. That's got that. I'm sort of thinking I want to put it on one of these brown pages. Maybe back here where we haven't got to the back to do a whole lot. Like this page, maybe. Oh, that would actually be cute because you have that, and then when you flip it open, you got that there. I like how that carries over. Okay, so that's there, and then you'll have your pocket in here to pull everything from. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to paper clip this. Yeah, I do want to paper clip it. I don't have to, but you could glue it. And I could glue it, but I think I want to actually paper clip it because then that gives me the ability to move it around later if I want to journal or whatever. So I'll put it in there, and then we'll put a decorative paper clip on there to hold that in there. So there you go. We've got our CD envelope again, which I think is absolutely, I love it. I love the collage part. So you have that, which looks sort of busy until you realize that that's in the back. And then I love this part back here. And, you know, if I look at it and decide I don't like this in there, I only glued the outside edge in there once I got in there, so I can go in there and take that out. So there is that. And then we have our envelope and envelope. And where's the other side? There it is. And our envelope and envelope. So that's for today. I hope you have a blast making these envelopes. I love collaging envelopes. They're so fun. I will see you next time. And again, like I said, remember in the community tab, I'm going to put that little poll in there. So make sure you go in there and let me know. And I'll leave it up there for several days, maybe next week. And at that point, we will decide based on what results are, you know, what works, whether we're going to be doing some mini tutorials or, you know, a journal a month or, you know, all of that. So you guys have a great day and we'll see you next time. Remember to like, comment,